If this is your first time on the call, you have an opportunity to hear straight from the co-founders on the state of the company. We have a special guest on today's call, but before we get to that, I'd like to introduce our first speaker, who is a leader that has taken his company to $1 billion, co-founder Jason Gulf. Jason, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Nikki. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you giving me a kind introduction and appreciate all the hard work you put in every day for 5LINX and to support the representatives. And, folks, I couldn't be more excited to talk about what's happening with 5LINX and, getting another month kicked off. As we, close out the first quarter, we had, great numbers and new rep enrollments. We also had probably our biggest quarter ever in customer point production. So we've seen tremendous success being had in the field. So it's very exciting to see the start of 2013, the first quarter coming to a close, and really seeing a lot of new representatives enroll in the company and tremendous success stories. So as we close out this first quarter, I just hope that everybody had a tremendous and a great Easter with their families, got to spend some quality time. But as we continue to move forward in April, we have some great promotions that we're going to continue to advance momentum with 5LINX with. But again, talking about where 5LINX is and some of the exciting accomplishments that have been made over the last 3 months. We had a record number of Platinum Senior Vice President promotions in the month of March. Never before have we ever had a month where we've had 3 Platinum Senior Vice Presidents promoted. In the month of March, we had 3 Platinum SVPs reach the position. So that now gives the company a total of 20 Platinum Senior Vice Presidents. So congratulations to those Platinum SVPs that will be promoted in Anaheim. We also had in March 9 new Senior Vice Presidents in 5LINX. So as I had mentioned, a lot of excitement taking place in the field, and more importantly, we're showcasing a lot of leaders' success that are putting forth the effort. And, for those individuals that have just achieved Platinum SVP and SVP, what's exciting is that now you just basically raise the bar and show your teams that it's possible for them to have that same type of success. Only thing you need to do if you're just getting started with 5LINX is just follow the system. We have a proven track record. Just follow the leadership before you. It's a simple business. We only do 2 things with 5LINX, customers and business partners. We help people save money and we help people make money. So getting good at those 2 conversations and just sticking with the plan, you can have tremendous success with the opportunity. Also in March, we had a record number of regional events take place. We had 17 cities in the United States with a record number of attendance. We had 2 regional events in Canada the following week and our first Hispanic-only regional event. So a lot of exciting training coming out of those events, and again, more promotions. And that's what our commitment to you is to continue to put you first, to give you all the information necessary for you to succeed in your own business with 5LINX. So a couple of things I just want to mention as we move forward in 2013. Again, getting you the information necessary for you to succeed at the simplest, so it's the simplest for you to access. 5LINX just recently launched our training webinar series, which every Thursday night will be a different topic, and those trainings are going to be cataloged in your virtual office so you can go back and you can re-listen to these webinars. But the webinars will be live every Thursday night. To get more information about our webinars, just text to 55469, text the word webinars to 55469, and you'll get all the information in the schedule for the upcoming webinars. Also, another webinar that is just launching this week, in the first week of April, is our Spanish Business Opportunity webinars. So you can invite Hispanics for a Spanish-speaking webinar, and those will be twice a week. And again, that information will also be available by text, but you also, and if you haven't texted 5LINX to 55469, make sure you do that, because that's how we communicate all the necessary information, what's happening with the company, promotions, or upcoming events through 5LINX. So text 5LINX to 55469. You can also go to the 5LINX Hispanic website, which is 5LINXHispano.com, to get more information about our significant push as a company into the Hispanic market. So with all these strides being made, it's exciting. We also obviously want to continue to push forward to give you the simplest opportunity, so you can basically market essential services that people need and use every day, providing true value to the customer, which ultimately creates real residual long-term income for you. I call it that 401k money. So as you're building your plan B with 5 links, creates that real residual as we create real value for the customer. So as we head forward to our national event, the best thing you can do for your business is to make sure you're registered for this national training event coming up in Anaheim, California. It's the heartbeat of 5 links. We say it all the time. You're not in 5 links until you've attended a 5 links national training event. So you want to get registered for that event. Make sure you attend all the trainings. Come with a notepad because you're going to get so much information, and it's an event that you just can't miss. And at that event, we've been working on some new products that we're going to be launching. We're going to be launching the Global Links wireless Mobi service. So 5 links is going to become its own mobile provider, which is very exciting. We're going to have unlimited plans for talk, text, and data. So that's going to be an exciting launch of that product at that event. You'll be able to sign up for wireless at that event. In addition, we've got tremendous reviews. We're in a pilot right now, but we'll be officially launching live the 5 links Enhanced Care Plan, which we've already got tremendous feedback from our senior vice presidents that are already using the product. We'll be launching it live to the company at that national event in Anaheim. So 5 links Enhanced Care will go live there as well. So a lot of exciting things that corporate's working on, again, to continue to create the best opportunity for you to succeed. Also this week, the first week in April, you can see if you got anybody that uses heating oil, we will be launching our initiative into the heating oil arena. That'll be this week, the first week in April. So again, pay attention to your virtual office. If you've texted 5 links to 55469, we'll send that communication information out to you. So I just want to congratulate, everybody all the new representatives that have recently made a decision to start their business and their journey with 5 links. And the best advice I can give you is not only attending a national event, but just committing to your business. Commit to get better every day. And the more you learn, the more you're going to earn with 5 links. And that's what 5 links is. We've got a tremendous compensation plan. We have unprecedented success stories with our platinum senior vice presidents and senior vice presidents and the lifestyles they live today because they went out and they built their 5 links business. And let them be an example for you of what's possible. And all you need to do is just continue to push forward, commit to your business, and just don't quit. Just don't quit on yourself. Because the only way you'll fail in 5 links is if you quit. There's no failures here. There's only quitters. So don't quit on your success. Don't quit on yourself because you can build this business and you can win at the highest level. You just got to have a mentality, that understanding some will become your customers and some will become your business partners. So I just want you to internalize. Write those 2 words down. Internalize them. Some will, some will, some will. Doesn't matter how many no's you go through. No's are going to build your character through this business. And the ones that become your partners, we're just sorting as professionals. So just know, you just need to talk to more people. It's large numbers. Large numbers are never going to fail you in this business. Just go through the numbers, and you'll find the ones that will become your partners and will become your customers on your journey through this opportunity. And then you can duplicate and teach that success to others. And then the last thing I just want to share with you is staying focused with your time. The investment you make into your business, 95% of people start spare time part-time. So a couple hours a week, just make sure the time you invest in your business, you're serious about it. I call it money-making time. Make sure that time is built around the activities that produce results for your business. And the only thing that makes you money in 5 links is customers and business partners. So make sure that when you're investing the time, that's what the activities are. Actually piquing interest to acquire new business partners or piquing interest to acquire new customers. So focus on money-making time. And if you do that, you'll start to get results and you'll want to invest more time because you'll see your income start to increase and you'll see your success and you'll see a long-term game plan with 5 links. And that's what it is. 5 links is a journey and we got a roadmap for you to succeed long-term with this company. So before I turn the call over, again, I want to congratulate the new representatives that made a decision to start their business. And I want to also congratulate the 9 new senior vice presidents in the month of March and the 3 new platinum senior vice presidents that will all be being recognized and walking the stage in Anaheim, California. So we got some great things taking place, and I'm really looking forward to a great April. We got some great announcements and some new promotions to continue to advance the momentum and give you every opportunity to win, as we'll always put representatives first. So with that, I'm going to turn the call over to our Vice President of North American Sales, always out there doing a tremendous job, completely committed to your success, That's none other than William Fawcett Jr. William, are you here with us?
I'm here, Jason. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Well, thanks a lot. I definitely, as always, want to give it back to you, Jeb and Craig, for the vision that led to the creation of 5 Links. And as Nikki said at the beginning of the call, that vision is definitely taking us to $1 billion. And team, as Jason said, we have never been more excited about where we are in 5 Links, more importantly, where we're going. And with today's call, building through our Anaheim National event and on until the rest of the year, you truly can plant your flag here, get committed to the reason you're doing this, and achieve whatever goal you're willing to work toward. So I want to get right into today's call. We have a very, very special guest speaker, someone who truly needs no introduction, even to the 5 Links team, given that he already spoke to us in New Orleans, did an unbelievable job, was actually the highest rated speaker we've had in the history of 5 Links. All of us as the corporate staff backstage were absolutely blown away, and we heard from our leaders and many of the representatives in attendance as well that they felt the same, that the training that this gentleman did was truly second to none. And for those of you who are new, I just want to give you a little bit of background on today's speaker. I'm speaking, of course, of Mr. Darren Hardy. Now, Mr. Hardy is the publisher and editorial director of Success Magazine. He has just a host of accolades. He's literally trained hundreds of thousands of people around the world. He's been a leader in the personal development industry for more than 17 years. He's launched 2 television networks. He's actually written 2 best-selling books, mentored thousands. He's advised large corporations. He sits on the boards of several companies. And most importantly, at least for me, I believe success leaves clues. And frankly, I don't take advice from someone who's giving me advice in an area that I don't want to be like them in. So in other words, for me, a broke person can't tell me how to be financially independent. So for any of you who are wondering what qualifies Mr. Hardy to actually share with you how you can become financially independent, let me just give you a few stats here. He was earning 6 figures a year by age 18. He was earning $1 million a year by age 24. And he actually had owned a company that did $50 million a year in revenue by age 27. So I can definitely say that he's eminently qualified to teach all of us on the importance and the mechanisms for achieving success. So without any more from me, I'd like to welcome to today's call publisher of Success Magazine, Mr. Darren Hardy. Darren, are you there?
I am. Well, thank you for that introduction. As you went through it, I was like, wow, I can't wait to hear this guy. He must be great. So thank
Absolutely.
you for that.
Well, we certainly can't wait to hear you, Darren, not only here, but also speaking for us in Anaheim. And speaking about that, my first question is that your last presentation, which I spoke about, was so well received. It was called Igniting the Compound Effect. And now at Anaheim, you're going to be speaking about 21st century leadership. Can you share with us a little bit about the differences in terms of the distinctions that those in attendance will get? Those who had come last time, what new will they hear this time that will help them move further in their success journey?
Yeah, well, it's completely new and different entirely. So first off, I'm really looking forward to seeing all my 5 Links friends on June 1st in Anaheim. So this is going to be a great time together. Here's what it's about. In my opinion, there's one skill, I believe, that's going to determine those that thrive in the future from those that simply survive. And I say survive, hopefully, in the 21st century. And so when you think about, if there was just one skill that one needed to develop in order to become fabulously successful in the future, think about what you think that one skill might be. Now, when you consider the speed of change and how change is accelerating, the reality is that previous education, previous experience, previous technical proficiencies are all rendered obsolete almost immediately in today's day and age. There's a great essay written by Raymond Kurzweil that identifies that based on technological advancements, we won't experience the equivalent of 100 years of progress in the 21st century. Rather, it will be the equivalent of 20,000 years just in this century. I mean, just, think about it. What skill are you going to need to navigate through that hyper change? And it certainly isn't knowledge. I mean, back when Eric Schmidt was the CEO of Google, he calculated that if you took all of human knowledge and you collected it up through 2003, and that's all of human knowledge that's ever been created in all of human history. Today we are creating the equivalent of that volume of knowledge and information every single day. So, knowledge is certainly not going to be the key of being able to navigate through the 21st century. The other reality is that today the world is global. I mean, nobody knows that better than 5links with the technology accessibility that you have to reach global. And then we've also got the demographic shifts that are taking place. This is the first time in human history that 5 generations will be working in the workplace simultaneously. And by 2020, the millennial generation will have the majority of leadership positions within our society. And last year, adding to this demographic mix here, we achieved a milestone at the first time in human history as well, which is more women were working in the workforce than men were. So you've got all these dynamic changes. And because of all this, I would say from my position as publisher of Success Magazine, constantly looking at the landscape of what's happening entrepreneurially and economically, there's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. I mean, there's never been a better time to be in a business like yours. Because if you acquire this key skill, this will become the time of greatest opportunity I think we've ever seen in human history. So I don't know if you figured out this key skill yet, but it is, in fact, leadership, the ability to navigate through all this exciting change and dynamic evolution that's taking place in our society. It is going to be your ability to be a leader of people. We have gone from an industrial age, top-down hierarchical, some bit patriarchal type of organization to what I call the connected age, where we are all directly and immediately connected to each other on a global scale. And so the ability to manage and lead and drive progress is going to be your ability to become a leader. And so, the old model of leadership has been destroyed. I mean, the leadership we saw our fathers use, or even that leadership we've experienced up to this point, has been destroyed. I mean, there's a very different kind of leadership needed today than what most of us know as leadership from yesterday. And that's the leadership skill that I'm going to come to Anaheim, California to teach you. I'll teach you what I think are the core attributes and skills necessary to lead a dynamic team now made up of these 5 generations. I want to show you the new methodologies to lead, influence, and empower a team to high performance in these fast-changing, ever-evolving times. And so here are a few of the key lessons that you'll walk away with. The essential strategies to recruit the people you want. Okay, so not just recruit anybody, but what are the key essential strategies to recruit the people you want? And then how do you get them to perform as you want? How do you draw the best out from them so that they are motivated and held accountable to create extraordinary results? There are strategies and techniques, and they are new strategies and techniques that are different today than they have been in the past. Also, how to get what I think is extraordinary achievement from seemingly ordinary people. That's going to be the great leadership challenge of the future. How do you get extraordinary achievement from ordinary people? And I'll also help you uproot the legacy leadership practices and belief systems that could severely limit your ability to succeed in today's marketplace. And then I'll identify that the number one job every leader in your has and what the key competitive advantages into organizational development. Also, how to successfully emotionally manage your people. That's part of the big challenge as well, as this emotional management, this relational aptitude that needs to be developed. And ultimately, it's how do you become a leader who motivates and inspires people to high performance. So that's the outcome that I'll be driving at is you'll get a 180-degree mindset shift from what the essential qualities of a leader leading a high-performing team is, and then, how you can become an influential leader to go on and build great teams that deliver great results. So really looking forward to being with you in June. I live here in San Diego, so it's going to be great just to jump in my own car and come up and spend the day with you guys and impart what I think is the collection of some of the best ideas drawn from the greatest leaders of our time that we've collected and packaged up in success. And I'll give you the digest of what I think is really going to be essential to giving you a great advantage over your contemporaries in order to go and capture the wealth and the opportunity that you've got presented at your feet here with 5 Links.
Well, that sounds outstanding and very exciting. I think that with all that you've described there, I know that all of our representatives, both listening and those who will hear the recording of this, will definitely want to be sure that they're in Anaheim. One other question I would ask you before we let you go. I was on the phone with one of our top leaders this morning, and he made reference to your statement from New Orleans about basically nothing substitutes for hard work. And so can you just spend a minute or two just talking about how attending in Anaheim and listening to you will not only help people in terms of their abilities to relate to and lead others, but also to get leverage on themselves to do what they know that they should be doing?
Yeah, you're in the event business. As far as I'm concerned, I've lived in the field. I built a direct sales organization with 100,000 representatives that did tens of millions of dollars of revenue on a monthly basis. So I know what it is to build an organization like yours. And the way I considered it is that I was in the event business. I just went from promoting one event to the next because it's only at the event that somebody actually takes the business from their head or maybe even the ambition of their wallet and moves it into their heart. And the only way that you can move the business into one's heart is to give them an experience. And the experience is only possible when you're in that live event. You get a chance to see, hear from the founders. You get to meet other people just like you who have created extraordinary results in this business. The belief system, it almost just like seeps from the brain gray matter down into your heart and chest, and then you get the passion in your gut. That only happens at an event. So even when I recruited somebody and they were in the business and they were working, I didn't consider them in the business until they went to an event, because when they went to an event, the business got in them. And then I didn't have to do anything from that point forward besides be there when they needed support. So all I can say is that this is what the business is about. It is about who's going to show up to the event with more people, because essentially you're taking an inventory. When you get to the event, the number of people that you have at the event are the number of people you have in your organization, period. The rest of those that aren't there, they're not there emotionally. The business is not in them. They are not operating from their heart. When it comes to building this business, this is just a passive, I'll try it as long as it doesn't become too painful for me type of perspective, and that will never survive. So I can just tell you the most important thing in building an organization like yours, if you want to build an organization with lots of people, you're just managing this emotional amoeba, so to speak. And the only way to manage that, to lead that, to inspire that, to carry that forward is having them at the event and having them experience that. And then you can set them free. And then the only thing you do between the event and it ending is promote and drive the next event, so that everybody can come back to the campfire, get re-warmed up, get re-excited, get recommitted, get re-engaged. And then when the event ends, it's like walking away from a warm campfire on a cold night. While you're around it, it's all cozy and everybody's excited and having a good time and laughing and joking. And then you walk into the cold night, and every step you take into the cold night gets colder and colder and colder. And if you're left out there too long, you will freeze to death and die, which is the reason why you got to be brought back to the campfire to get re-warmed up, recommitted, re-engaged. And that's what it is in this business, is sort of managing the emotional state of a large group of people. Is the event is the essential epicenter for where it all happens emotionally. And this is what you're managing, is an emotional experience when you're talking about moving a large group of independent contractors that are out there, otherwise on their own, trying to do this, very emotionally driven based business. So, you asked a key question, and hopefully I provided you the importance of what it is for somebody to show up and then show up with your people, because that essentially will be inventory time for how many people are part of your organization.
Absolutely. I think that certainly sums it up best and says everything that our leaders and their team members need to hear. So just want to thank you for agreeing to be on the call with us here today. Certainly thank you for coming back to our national event. We're really looking forward to having you in Anaheim, and absolutely we will ensure that we have as many people there as possible to hear your message, because we as a corporate team certainly believe it's worth hearing. So thanks a lot, and look forward to seeing you in Anaheim.
I look forward to it as well. Thank you.
Okay, guys, now one thing I want to make sure that everyone is aware of is that Darren Hardy will actually be doing a meet and greet as part of this event. That is going to be for our leaders as well as select others. So please stay tuned to the High Five and Facebook and all of our means of communicating to learn and understand how you can actually participate in that as well. All right, we want to move right into now focusing on our production and certainly leadership, and you heard it very well from Darren Hardy exactly what we need to do both to build this business and to build for events, and I want to highlight some of the people who've been doing that. You can hear these individuals' testimonials in your virtual office. Our newest SVPs, these are simply presented in the order that they hit. We have Brandon Lee from Georgia, who achieved the position in 3 years. Stanley Agwu from Ontario, Canada, hit in 26 months. Dr. Richard Davidson from Dallas in 4 years and 11 months. Linda Scott Reed from Pennsylvania, 3 years and 4 months. Carlos Bauta from Miami, 4 years and 3 months. We had Jamel Meeks from Chicago, hit the position in 6 months. Gene Farrell from Brooklyn, hit in 23 months. And just this morning, Mary Aldridge from Florida hit the position in 20 months. So congratulations to these SVPs. We had 9 actually produced in the month of March, so great job, and keep up the great work. This is just the beginning for all of you. And now, as Jason mentioned, we also had 3 platinum positions promote in the month of March. I believe that's our biggest month for platinums ever. We had Mondez and Kayla Holloman, who hit on March 16th. They're from Virginia. They've been in 5 links for 5.5 years. Phil and Victoria Gertis hit on March 25th from Maryland, and they achieved the position in 5 years and 8 months. And finally, Thomas Felder hit on March 30th. He is from Maryland as well, and he hit the position of Platinum Senior Vice President in 16 months. So congratulations to all of our new leaders. It's definitely a sign of growth when we start reading off the new people promoted, and it sounds a little bit about like a production report in the sense that it takes a little time to do it because we have so many people hitting the position. Each of those people would tell you guys that if they did it, you can do it. So you simply need to make up your mind, decide that you are going to walk the stage as first a senior vice president and then a platinum and beyond, and then go out and make it happen. And speaking of making it happen, I want to now read the names of our top producers for the month of March. Again, if you don't hear your name, make a commitment to ensure that your name is read on next month's call, because that's the beginning to your goal of walking the stage in Anaheim. So first of all, as our top producers at the executive trainer level for customers, number 10, Eddie Nagu. 9, Louis Boria. 8, Michael Davis. 7, Iram Ayivi. Number 6, Mark Siri. Number 5, Osmain Sissoko. Two-way tie for number 3 between Florentin Besso and Malcolm Aldridge. Number 2, Mary Aldridge. And the number 1 executive trainer for customers, Suleiman Dosso. At executive director, number 10, Janice Parker. 9, Tabitha Carolina. 8, Bradley Snell. 7, Malcolm Aldridge. Number 6, Ezekiel Crane. 5, Michael Davis. Number 4, Mary Aldridge. Two-way tie at number 2 between Francis Tabla and Florentine Besso. Number 1, Flor Lugo Walton. At national director, number 10, Joseph Howard. 9, Jermaine Horton. Number 8, Lisa Lucione. Number 7, Ellen Amo Nyarko. Number 6, Owen Gardner. 5, Thomas Felder. Number 4, Patterson Ambo. 3, Chad Thompson. Number 2, Michael Davis. And the number 1 national director for customers, Suleiman Dosso. At SVP, number 10, Joseph Victoriano. 9, Isaac Kwanzaa. 8, Tashina Pettiford. Number 7, Brandon Lee. 6, Chad Thompson. 5, Rhonda Jackson. Number 4, John and Patrice Jones. Number 3, Samuel Nemeh. Number 2, Thomas Felder. And the number 1 SVP for customers, as has been the case for several months, Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. At Platinum, number 5, Stephen Pasha Carter. Number 4, Tashina Pettiford. Number 3, Lisa Nicole Cloud. Number 2, Marty and Israel Wynn. And the number 1 Platinums for customers, Ian and Stella Chebe. All right, now for IMR production. At executive trainer, we had a 4-way tie for number 7 between Alan Townen, Michael Davis, Eddie Nagu, and Larry Lena Yabat. Number 6, Deborah Mosley. 5, Roscoe Thompson IV. Number 4, Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. 3, Dwayne Johnson. And a 2-way tie at 1 between Derek Owens and Kim and Mark Beeman, 2 senior vice presidents. Great job. At executive director, 2-way tie at 9, Annalie Nieves and Christiana Coffey. Number 8, Dwayne Johnson. 3-way tie at number 5, Tabitha Carolina, Lee Lemons, and Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. Number 4, Michael Davis. 2-way tie at number 2, Derek Owens and Kim and Mark Beeman again. And then number 1 executive director, Francis Tabla. At national director, number 10, Michael Jackson and Purcell Pigo. Number 9, Tabitha Carolina. Number 7, Ellen Amo Nyarko and Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. 3-way tie at number 4, Thomas Felder, Joseph Howard, and Liza Lucione. Number 3, Chad Thompson. Number 2, Michael Davis. And the number 1 national director, Patterson Ambo. And now for senior vice presidents. Number 10, Willie Morris and Digna DeLeon. 2-way tie at number 8, LaSalle and Ramel Hernandez and Marie Joy Vincent. 7, Chad Thompson. 6, Isaac Kwanzaa. 5, Rhonda Jackson. 4, Thomas Felder. Number 3, John and Patrice Jones. 2, Brandon Lee. And the number 1 senior vice president for IMR production, Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. At Platinum, number 5, John and Patrice Jones. 4, Stephen Pasha Carter. Number 3, Ian and Stella Chebe. Number 2, Lisa Nicole Cloud. And the number 1 Platinums, continuing a run of the last few months, Marty and Israel Wynn. Congratulations to all of our top producers, Again, guys, each of these individuals, they come from different backgrounds. They have different reasons why that they're involved in 5 Links, but their biggest focus is having, being, or doing more and seeing 5 Links as the vehicle to make it happen. They would tell you if they did it, you can do it. You simply need to decide and make the commitment. So as we said, April is going to be a huge month for us. It's going to continue the run we're on. March was our biggest month of the year, one of the biggest of the last few years. We're having more customers than at any point that we've had in our company's history, and we're building toward some of the biggest announcements we've ever had in Anaheim. So to keep that momentum going, I just want to go over now the promotions that we're going to be running for this month. And at least one of these is new. Another is one we're bringing back after quite a bit of time. So we want you guys to make sure that you review these thoroughly in your virtual office so that you understand them. Suffice it to say that we're putting as much fuel on the fire as we can. These promotions are very expensive, but we want to help you build your business. So for our product promotions, first of all, check your virtual office. We have a March Madness promotion coming from Major Energy and Respond Power. We also have our security promotion with Protect America, and those run between today, the 1st, and April 5th for security, and we're continuing the power promotion until April 11th. Now, we also have double points on select products between April 1st and the 5th. Those products, again, in your virtual office, they are Text Alerts, which is 4 points, Business Elite is 4 points, ID Guard is 2 points, Commercial Energy, our large commercial, is 4 points, and Residential Energy is 2 points. So review the details in the virtual office. We definitely want to keep the momentum going. Again, that runs until April 5th. All right, now, back by popular demand, this is a promotion that we ran for a few months last year, and we had to stop because it was fairly expensive. Our leaders certainly hated to see it go, and they lobbied on behalf of the field, our advisory council members, senior vice presidents, and so we're responding to that, and we're very pleased to announce that in the month of April, we are going to run our standard national director and senior vice president open line bonus programs, but we're adding to it our executive director open line bonus program. So hopefully you're very excited about that. Let me give you the numbers. Anyone who does 10 qualified IMRs as an executive director in the month of April will earn $1,000. 15 is $1,500. 20 is $2,500. 30 is $4,000. 40 is $6,000. And 50 is $8,000. So this is very exciting, and we want you to build as big as possible through that promotion. And then finally, a promotion that is also very exciting. It's something that we've never done before, and we have worked with the advisory council to come out with this promotion. We're going to run it here for 5 days, April 1st through the 5th. It's called the Free IMR Promotion, and here's the way it works. Any representative who purchases 2 tickets to the international event in Anaheim between April 1st and 5th, those tickets will be $139.95 if you're outside of your first 30 days, or $109.95 if you're inside of your first 30 days. If you do that, you will get a promo code. That promo code will allow you to enroll 1 IMR at no cost for the next 30 days. So again, if you buy 2 international tickets between April 1st and 5th, you can bring in an IMR at no cost. Now, there's a lot of detail on this, so please read your virtual office to get all the details. One thing I will say about it is, if you've already got 2 tickets, if you purchase 1 more, then you also will get the free IMR, and that 3rd ticket you have will actually be worth 3 points instead of just one, which it would normally be for a second ticket. So, again, if you have 2 tickets and you buy one more, you also get the free IMR. If you have 1 ticket and you buy 2 more, you also get the free IMR. So there's a lot of detail on this. The free IMR, the person who actually comes in that position, what you're doing is bringing someone in and letting them build the business at no cost. So it is a real live person. It should be a person building that position. They're eligible for all our standard bonuses, the trainer, the ET in 30 days, the 10 and 20 customer bonus, as well as the ED and 60-day bonus. All the standard ones they can earn, but if there are any enhanced bonuses run in the future, they wouldn't be able to earn those in their first 30 or 60 days. So please read all the details and read them thoroughly. It's a pretty straightforward promotion, but we're very excited about your ability to allow someone to come into the business and use it selectively, use it wisely, get them focused on building out of it as well, getting into their contact base, and building as big as possible. We know that this promotion is absolutely going to explode the growth of your business, in addition to all of the great information you'll get from the Anaheim event. So we're very excited about these promotions we've announced. We're excited about everything that's going to happen this month and next month. This is the best time to build 5 links. Plant your flag here. Work as hard as you can. Don't take no for an answer. Don't listen to the naysayers or the haters. Everybody loves a winner. Those are the same people who are going to let you know they always knew you could do it once you succeed. So follow the lead of our advisory council members, our double platinums, our platinums, and our SVPs. Again, they would tell you if they can do it, you can do it. Let's get to work. Let's build this company as big as ever on our way to not only $1 billion, but changing the world one life at a time. With that, that concludes this month's co-founder call. Looking forward to seeing all of you in Anaheim. But regardless, remember, as always, you're going to be seen in one of 2 places, either at the top or from the top, and where you're seen is up to you. Places, either at the top or from the top, and where you're seen is up to you. Places, either at the top or from the top, and where you're seen is up to you.